Checking the room. Okay. I'm not gonna take a room. Just.
Continues its coverage of Super Wildcard Weekend. It's the Raiders and the Jags, and it's coming up next.
Go ahead, show me, please.
Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since his franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Straight ahead, it's Wildcard Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
AFC Wildcard game. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
And he was absolutely sensational throwing the football all year long, better than 40 touchdown passes. That means he made good decisions, and his team trusted him with the ball. So I can't imagine a scenario in this game where they change their philosophy. If they trusted him in the regular season, they're going to trust him now and let him turn it loose.
Carr going to throw right away. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First catch of this Wildcard game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL.
Because it's bedtime.
He's going to play a big role whether his team can advance in the playoffs.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Shotgun now for Carr. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. From the 38, Carr. And that is incomplete. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. To throw is Carr. Looking deep for Adams. And incomplete on the deep ball. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
Taken at the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by the first overall pick from a couple of drafts ago, former Clemson Tiger Trevor Lawrence.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. To throw again on second down. Lawrence. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down. Well, when you've got a quarterback like this dead to rights, you got to make sure to wrap up. Instead, though, he breaks free and off he goes.
Yeah, and at the risk of sounding just a little bit trite, this is just a tackle that needs to be made. It's one thing when you've got a bruising 230-pound running back coming your way, but when it's a quarterback who's running for his life, your teammates will tell you, you've got to get him on the ground.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
2 yards, good enough for a first. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready and looked for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They run the option here on 1st and 10. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Second down and a run by Robinson. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence got his tight end. That's complete. That's Arnold. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They'll run with Robinson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point up and good from Santoso. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. They just did manage to sneak into the playoffs as a 6th seed, so it's a tough road ahead. They know that. They would need to win 3 games on the road in January. But, hey, here's the bottom line. There's 18 other teams that wouldn't mind being in this spot right about now.
Yeah, and you had to stick it to them, didn't you? Those 18 who are sitting at home right now. But you're exactly right about that. Your point about how daunting this is well taken, because it all depends on their mindset at this point. How do they break it down so they're not looking at this whole big road and saying to themselves, we've got no shot. You've got to break it down to this game right now. Win this one, then worry about the rest of them after this.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. On the out route, this is Adams with a catch. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run once more with Taylor. Shifts past him at the 45. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. 1st and 10, Taylor now. Flash the stick skills on that run, but then stop shy of the 35. Now they'll throw with Carr. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Carr going to throw. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jagsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do. And
the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. About a yard up to the 32. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action. Now Carr. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football. We witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. After one, a 14-3 ball game. 2nd quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football. As they've got it 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Carr. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Carr. And that is incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Lawrence on 3rd down. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is taken at about the 14. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates.
And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Dwayne Smoot drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down.
On the return, here's Agnew. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and that will come the offense as they take over.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now Lawrence.
Forced out to his left. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
They go play action with Lawrence.
Out to his left. And that will be incomplete. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Again, it's Taylor.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Now Carr on the bootleg. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Here's Blake Gillikin now.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over.
Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
From the 31, Lawrence firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Lawrence.
And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates.
And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. but he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Second down, another run with Taylor. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 85 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Complete. It's Johnson. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On second down, it's Taylor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you have to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
Now Carr. And that is incomplete. Gilligan on the punt here as he'll send this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Now Lawrence on 1st down. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Max Crosby from his outside linebacker spot gets him down there for a loss of 4. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And this will be a Jaguars 1st down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32. Now Lawrence to throw. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Screenplay, here's Etienne. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 14-yard 1st down pickup for the Jaguars. Lawrence will throw. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back to the ground with Robinson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Chandler Jones with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And this will do the job nicely, as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
So we're at halftime of this AFC Wildcard matchup as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We had great action yesterday, and this, the first of 3 more games coming at you here on Wildcard Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. On now to a check on the next-gen stats in the first half for the Raiders. And they did have some success running the football in those first 2 quarters. And that might be something they continue to work on as they try to get back in this game. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And Ingram holds it in. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On the counter, this is Robinson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Lawrence. Connection made with Chenault. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 44-yard line. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Now Lawrence. And that is incomplete from the 21 and 2nd and 10. Lawrence going to throw again. Over the middle, he's got Chenault. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Lawrence heads off, and Ryan Santoso, the field goal unit, on now for the Jacksonville field goal try. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. Up and good for Santoso. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. He'll start with a give to Taylor, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Carr now to throw. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. From the gun, it's Lawrence. There's another one complete to Chenault. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
You know, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. And to throw again is Lawrence. Complete to Jones. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Lawrence on 3rd down. Checks this one down to Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Robinson up the middle. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So out come the Raiders. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Running left, Taylor. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On play action, it's Carr. He's going to look deep down the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. 3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Shotgun now for Carr. It's caught here by Adams. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Carr to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. To throw his Carr. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 7 that time, 2nd and goal. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Taylor is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Here's Taylor again. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them at the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
So that drive spans 13 plays. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Can't officially call this a win for them yet, but it's looking good to move on to the divisional round. They'll be on the road, of course, as an underdog. But the age-old question, would you rather have the momentum they're going to have or sitting at home with a bye? I'm sure you'd probably rather have the bye.
You remember that conference call we had before the playoffs started? We were talking with some people in the industry and some of the coaches that are out there. And we kind of posed the same question. You know, if you're coming off of a game like this, you know, and you're taking on a team that had that open week, which way do you want to go? And you remember the answer they gave us? I want the better team.
Yeah, yeah,
okay,
absolutely.
I get it. But I think there's a lot to having that momentum of having played versus coming off of that layoff because maybe you start a little bit slower. We see those upsets happen all the time.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And this will be a Jaguars first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Now Lawrence to throw. Here's a screen for Robinson. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. Lawrence. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's 2nd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Carr again. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.